Now what I've got here is basically brand new 2x2s. They've got a couple staples in them that have to come out. But I've got 2x2s for my framing inside the tiny house. And I've got OSB. Those will be the shelves. Well, some of it's thicker than others, and I'll use it for the shelving inside the tiny house. That's annoying. All kinds of framing. So these are perfect shelf sizes. A lot of staples in them though to take out. That one's really filthy. I don't know what's in it, but that's burning wood. These as well. I don't know what happened to them. Looks like they've been driven on. Perfectly good, straight 2x2s here. Oh, that was fragile. That one's not coming off. Boy. So I'm just processing this pile. This is something I had not done in the past. When I got something in, I didn't immediately process it, and then it starts to build up and it gets junky out here. And I really want to prevent that right now. So I'm going to finish this up. You don't have to watch me do the whole thing, but you get the idea. As I quite often do, I ran off working without the camera. I've got the backboard in behind the stairway. Reason for the backboard is to keep dirt and filth from coming in to my storage down below. Looks like it's working. So that, ooh, screw under the fingernail. Fun. So all that's going to do is stop dirt. And cat hair. So this is from that new OSB haul I just got today, last night. Perfect. Should do the job. Another one here. Good. That's the backboard. So that stops all the filth, as I said. I like to repeat myself, I guess. There, so now I'm just going to start closing that in. I've got the 2x2 lumber from that pallet haul as well. And what I'm going to do is frame this in for a doorway in the front. I think I'm going to double these up, that way I have a strong frame on the side for the hinges for the door. I might even go up and get a 2x4 for the front frame from the barn job. I think I want to use 2x4s on the very front because then I can put hinges, door hinges. Then again, a 2x4 is only 1.5 inches, same as this. I guess it doesn't matter, huh? Same thing. So I'm going to be putting the complete frame here and then a double row up here, one here and one here, and that'll give me extra rigidity, and a closed piece here, and then I'll have one piece will be an entire large door here. Basically it's going to be one, almost the whole front plate is going to be one door. I'll have a little lip down here to stop dust from going inside, and vice versa. And then the door will just come and close over the over those edges. Should work out. So I'm going to close this off entirely with OSB. Well, I did get myself right under the nail. Wow. And then I'll have enough space. I'm going to leave enough gap for the paneling, which I'll be filling it in with later. Either pallet wood or matching the living room. I'm not yet sure on that. What paneling. But I do want to close this off with the OSB and then get the framing in for the shelves so I can start putting stuff in here and storing things in here. That's very important, just to have some storage in this place. And that'll be doubled up OSB sheets for the shelves, since now I have a ton of OSB. I see I'm getting some flack from some people based on my power. My battery level. Now this is after a day of sun, and all I've done is charged up one Ryobi battery and popped in another. That's all I've done. The entire day I've had no power running in this house, and it's 12.3 volts. Now last night I had it up to 14.2 volts with the generator running, and these batteries are sulfated because as soon as you stop applying power, these were up to 14.2 today. As soon as you take off power, they drop back down to a low level. And these are the ones that were sulfated right off the shelf. These were brand new. The replacement batteries that I got for the ones that were bad, defective bad. And these were sulfated right off the shelf. So I have been running my Harbor Freight generator every night. And it's only taking half a gallon for 5-6 hours. So that's really efficient. So I'm doing alright with that. I do need to get new batteries soon because that's not nice. That's not good. Actually, I mean, I need to desulfate these really soon and finish running the others. Now, you don't hear the Bedini motor running right now. I did shut off. There's the Ryobi battery charging. Now, you know that's not much drain, honestly. That is not that much drain on 216 amp hours of battery bank. And considering that I've not used the battery bank at all today, other than charging 2 Ryobi batteries, that's not good. 216 amp hours capacity should not be drained, especially when the first Ryobi was charged when the sun was shining. And so basically this is the only drain right now on the battery bank. So they're definitely sulfated. That's bottom line. But anyway, I've got the other battery bank resting. You can't see it right now because I am in the dark. I will be firing up the Harbor Freight generator soon because it's getting dark out. And these batteries, I need to put a little bit of discharge on them, and then I gotta figure out what I'll discharge them with, and then I'll fire up the Bedini again and run another charge cycle on them. And they'll slowly come back, and then they'll be my main battery bank, so I can desulfate the others. Forgot the camera again. I've got my framing, the front panel for my framing cut, and started pre-drilling them already. So that'll be the inside edge here. So what I'm doing right now is just pre-drilling the pieces for the frame. It's top, right? Keeping the workspace clean as I go helps a lot. I've got my Harbor Freight generator running. I don't know if you can hear the sorry, I couldn't see what I was doing here. I don't know if you can hear the battery charger running over here. But I got the battery charger on. Try not to cause any damage to my batteries. So, now, if I did my drilling right, let's start putting these together. Ah! It's pushing away. Ah. Problem is, this wood has a rounded edge. It's not exactly straight and flat on the back side, so it's hard for me to press against it. Yeah, this one isn't going together easy at all. Oh, come on. I'm sure there's some kind of a jig for this. I do this enough. Some kind of a framing jig. Finally. Well, I want to piece this together. And I'll be back with you in a little bit. So, I am attaching this to the wall right now. I went and cut another piece to fit here. I measured that end and then put one in here. It's just sitting there. You haven't missed much at all but my cutting one piece. Solid. I think I'll put another screw in there anyway. Pretty cool. It's going to be strong. I'll show you up close in a minute here when I'm done. Now, see, that was just sitting there. Now I can sweep this out. So, I'll show you what this looks like real quick. I'm liking it. I think it's going to be pretty strong. Boy, it's hot in here. 77 degrees, 78 degrees. Alright, so there's the closet. Now what I've done is I put a double row for framing here, so the door will come up to here and I'll just have a piece of paneling to cover that. And then down here, same deal. I've got the framing, see? So there's a little bit of a lip here, and that stops dirt from outside the storage compartment from going up inside to under the door edge, and that'll give me some meat to work with and some structural integrity. It makes the entire frame rigid. So there it is. Now again, my disclaimer, I am not a carpenter, I am not an expert, I'm just making this up as I go along, but it's turning out pretty solid and I'm liking it, so I'm happy. Definitely I'm happy. I guess that's all that really matters, right? So now I'm going to put another piece on here along this angle as a nailer for my paneling, and then depending on the weather tomorrow, I might be able to get outside and get some paneling cut to fill that in. I'm trying to decide if I want to use the normal paneling that I used in the living room, or if I want to use the same stuff I used in the kitchen, but I'll figure that out tomorrow. So I'll cut a nailer and put that in there, and then I'm going to screw that down to the floor in about 2 places, and then screw that one down to the floor and see if I can get an angled screw going in through there to attach that piece to that piece. And then I'm going to angle a screw up through here to attach this into here, into the stairwell, and I'll have a solid structure looking pretty good. Now later I'll take a piece of trim and come in to close this off on the top of the stairwell on this top step. I'll just put a board in there and make sure no dust ever gets down in behind, and that'll pretty that up. That'll just look more finished that way. So, well, I'll keep at it. Build myself a closet under my stairway, or a food pantry, storage closet, whatever you want to call it, under my stairway in the tiny house on wheels. Well, I have put a nailer in here for the paneling that's going to go in here. It's going to be awkward up here. I'm not quite sure how, so I don't want to use tiny little pieces of paneling, but I'll figure that out, I guess. Anyway, I've got the nailer here, I've got all that, and then I've got a straight up and down piece which I'm going to pre-drill so that it makes it easier. Well, some time has passed since I started to work on that, and it's a little bit darker in here for some odd reason. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to pre-drill this. I ended up with a phone call, and then I ended up working on a video, getting it ready. So that is gives me a little bit more space, a little bit more depth on the screw. That's why I just drilled that deeper or bigger with a big fat drill. But I don't know if you can see very well what I'm doing right here. I realize it's getting dark, and I had a Harbor Freight product meltdown a while ago, so I lost one of my power connections I'll show you that tomorrow in daylight if I remember. Not a major big deal, it just means I have a few less options here. Ah, come on. That works. This is just a nailer, so it doesn't even have to be perfect or anything. I just want it there. All it's going to do is allow me to have a center support for the paneling when I put it in there. Now what I'm doing here is just drilling a screw hole pre-drilling a pilot hole. There. Got my nailer. Alright, that's it for tonight on that. That's it for the closet for the night. So, I think it's going to look alright. I think it's going to look really good. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'll come back to that tomorrow when it's more light in here and see if I can get some paneling on that and close it off. A couple packages arrived. No idea where they're from or who they're from. They're out of what is this one? No idea. I don't think I have anything coming from eBay anymore. There's a baby cat. She loves package time. That's your baby cat. Funny. That's why. That's for baby cat. Well, you are hooked up, baby cat. Look. Crunchy outside. What do we got? Blissful catnip flavor. We'll try them out later. I think I know who that's from because I was told there were some baby treats coming, but I don't want to guess wrong. But you want to try this out, baby cat? See if you like catnip flavor. What do you think? Is that good stuff? No? I think she likes them. I actually stopped the camera 5 minutes later. I'm still waiting. She is such a slow eater. She enjoys and savors every little crumb. Well, if baby could talk, I'm sure she'd be saying thank you. We got another package here from China. And the baby comes back. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, wow, how did they get that in there? Well, I have no idea who would have sent that, but we have a LED rope light. More indirect lighting for the tiny house on wheels. Well, whoever sent it, thank you very much. Definitely be putting it to use. I'm thinking, actually, let me show you what I'm thinking. Ooh, I'm thinking about indirect lighting underneath that shelf. Would be quite pretty. So, depending on how I finish that shelf, I'm thinking I might put some there. I think it'd be really nice looking. And then once I finish the ceiling in here, there'll be some indirect lighting up there as well. Well, whoever sent it, let me know in the comments, and thank you.